Minions! I'm going to do one more training video for you today. This one is going to be what I've learned through being a customer to other direct sales consultants. So before I started with Jamboree was the first party I was really invited, or at least the first one that caught my eye. It was the first one I really ever participated in, the first party I participated in. I might have been invited to other things before that, but none that I remember. So I didn't have any experience with how things were supposed to go, or what to do, or anything. I just had my one little Jamboree party that I was experienced in. Since then, I've been invited to a million parties, and participated in a lot of them. And I've bought from several of them. So I've been a customer to other consultants from other companies. And there have been a few big things I've learned through that. And the number one thing is this all comes down to customer service. Anyone can sell anything. You can make someone buy something for the first time, but if you want a repeat customer, it is 180% about customer service. So here's why I say that. I've been invited at this point to, I don't know what it is about It Works, but I've been invited to about 8 bajillion It Works parties. I haven't bought anything, but I've been invited to a million of them. I somehow have 8 of them on my Facebook. 8 consultants on my Facebook. I've done parties for a few of them, so that's partially why I have so many. So if I were to decide that I want to buy some wraps, who would I pick? Well, it would be the person I like the most. It would be the consultant that treated me the best. It would be the one that threw the best parties. I wouldn't pick the best salesperson, the one that gets the highest numbers, because I don't know what their numbers are. I would pick the one that's nicest to me. I've been to a bunch of Norwex parties at this point, too. And I have a few consultants that I know very well, one of which I've bought from. If I wanted to buy more Norwex, who would I buy from? The person that treated me the best. If someone went above and beyond to take care of me or to make sure that I was happy, they're the ones I would buy from again. It all comes down to that. Anyone can sell someone a sheet of wraps. But if you want to get repeat customers, you have to show them that you're there for them. If you sell them something and then disappear, they're not going to think of you next time they want to buy some. So it is all about customer service. The people that consider doing this and then say, oh, but I'm not salesy, so I wouldn't be good at this. This is not a sales gig, and I've told this to you guys a million times, and I think a lot of people still don't necessarily believe me. The initial sale is the easy part. It's getting people to be repeat customers that's the harder part, and that is all about customer service. And this is something I need to get better at myself. And I'll do a whole other video about follow-up. But speaking of follow-up, another thing I've learned, as I mentioned, I've bought Norwex before. I love Norwex. I introduced a lot of you guys to Norwex. My Norwex consultant followed up with me just as she was supposed to a few weeks after I got my product. And it was just a nice little email saying, how are you doing? Do you like your product? Is there anything I can do for you? It was a perfect follow-up letter. I didn't respond. I meant to, but you guys know me. I have a mind like a sieve. It doesn't stick. And I never responded to her. So, you know, all those follow-up emails you sent and no one responded? That does not mean that they want nothing to do with you. I mean, it could mean that, but there's a good chance that they just didn't have a chance to get back to you and totally forgot. Following up or responding to a follow-up email is not going to be high on their priority list. So if you have to send them multiple follow-ups, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If they want nothing to do with you, they can tell you so, or they can continue to ignore your emails. But don't think that just because someone ignored your email, it means that they don't like the product, or they don't like you, or they don't want anything to do with you, or they don't want to buy again. I would totally buy Norwex again. I love my Norwex. I've convinced like 3 people to have Norwex parties. I love my Norwex, but I did not respond to it because I've got 800 other things going on, and I meant to, and it just didn't happen. So if someone doesn't answer you, don't think they don't like it. Don't think they don't want to talk to you, because there's a decent chance it's not true. And then this one kind of goes into that too. I used to be very scared at the end of my parties to remind people to order. I didn't want to bug people. I didn't want them to think I was being salesy. I didn't want them to think I was being pushy. People have a lot on their plate, and a Facebook party is not going to be top on their priority list. So you need to remind people. Your hostess needs to remind people. It's not that you're pushing them to buy. It's that you're reminding them that the party exists, because they have 2 kids that are currently drawing on their sofa, and a dog peeing on the floor, and a husband that won't pick up their socks, and they have a 9-to-5 job and can barely remember to put on pants. You need to remind them to order. There's so many people that tell me, oh, I wanted them, but I totally forgot to order. So ever since then, I've been tagging people in reminder emails and trying to have my hostess send out reminder emails. And this is one thing I have to give a shout out to Julia Singleton. She is amazing at doing the last minute reminder emails. I don't know if she does emails. I know for her party she did text messages and things. Her party she did for me was like $1,300, and the party she did for herself was ridiculous. Or the party Alyssa did for her was ridiculous. I can't remember if she did her own party or if Alyssa did it. I think she joined in the middle. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because she reminds people at the end. She says, I know you wanted to get these, so don't forget, because the party's ending. Because people have so much going on. You're not bugging people. They need it. Because you are not top on their priority list. That party may be top on your priority list, but it's not top on their priority list. So you need to make sure that they remember. That's your job. These days in parties, because people don't remind me, if I want to buy something, I make sure to tell the consultant to tag me like hell on the last day, because I'm not going to remember. So anyway, you're not bugging people. I mean, they need reminders. If they've been super active in the party, just send them reminders. Have the hostess send them reminders, because that's a little less annoying. Anyway, so people have minds like sieves. Well, people are like me. I can't remember anything. Most people are or a lot of people are like that. The other thing you want to do is you want to play to the crowd. I've been in parties where like people are super active and they're all playing games and they love it, or they want to be playing games. They're trying to be super active. They're posting on everything the consultant posts, but the consultant isn't posting very much. I was in a Lucy bag party for my sponsor, Cassie, and I ended up like taking over the party because it was so slow, and we were a bunch of consultants, so we know how it goes. and she was barely posting anything. She was posting like once a day. And the minute I started posting a couple different like interactive posts, people started going crazy. So play to your crowd. Try and figure out what your crowd wants. And then on the other hand, I've had parties where the people really, they don't want more than like 2 posts a day. Anything more than that, and it bugs the hell out of them. You need to try and get a feel for your crowd. Because if you are posting 10 posts a day on a 2 post a day party, on a party where everyone wants 2 posts a day, they're just going to turn off notifications, and then you won't be reaching them anymore, or they're going to leave the party altogether. If you are posting 2 notifications on a party that wants 10 notifications, like Julia's party always wanted like a ridiculous amount of posts every day, then you're going to lose their interest. They're going to forget that you exist because you're not posting enough. They are ready to play, and you're not feeding. They're going to go get their entertainment elsewhere. The last thing is send a thank you. And this goes to the customer service thing. If I'm spending $60 with Scentsy or Norwex, I spent $60 with Norwex or something, a little thank you note either in the mail or even just like an email, thank you so much for your orders, if there's ever anything I can do, it just kind of ends that sale with a nice little, oh, that's nice. If you do it in the mail, which is a little more time consuming, but it's even nicer because people like to get mail. So you can get these little like thank you notes and just be like, thank you so much for your order. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to contact me. And people like getting mail, and it makes them feel kind of special. But you can also just do it over email or Facebook message. Say thank you, because that's one of the things that's going to make people remember you for their next purchase. So that's it. Those are things that I have learned through buying from other companies. And the more I have interactions with other companies, the more I'm learning. So if you get invited to a party that you don't necessarily want to be a part of, just check it out. See what that other consultant does. That maybe you can start incorporating into your parties. I always try to learn from the parties that I'm added to. So that's it. All right. Have a good day, minions. Bye.